Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the episode that you've all been waiting for. Today, we're introducing the one and only famed student, Daniel L.E. Enjoy the episode.
Well, Daniel, Robert, let's talk.
Yes,
Yes.
let us talk, because it's finally time.
Yeah, we're finally recording the highly anticipated Daniel Elliot episode with
Everyone's been hyped for this. Yep.
Everyone in our school
Across
and
the
everyone
globe.
recognized that one video, I guess.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Do you want to start off by addressing the video, saying anything you want to say, putting a message out there that this is what that video was about, and actually that's not me anymore. That's a very different person. I'm a very different person now. Do you want to sort of say your piece about that video, Daniel?
Yes, I would like to say something about the video. First, yes, I would like to give a description. The video was one which I recorded on my own, and my family ended up sharing it to a relative who had a YouTube channel. And although he didn't post to it that much, he only posted stuff onto it so that all our other family members could see some of the cool things we did in our childhood. And there were two videos. They both explained the Bermuda Triangle, which referred to a paranormal location between the island of Bermuda, the island of Puerto Rico, and the state of Florida. The Triangle region was a place where many ships, planes, and people disappeared for reasons unknown. Some ships were found, most weren't.
I didn't even know there was a Bermuda Island.
Mate, Bermuda is one of those more familiar island colonies in the British Empire. Surely you must have heard of it somewhere.
I mean, it's not still in the British Empire, though.
It is.
That's true.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
Yes,
I mean,
Bermuda is technically still part of the British Empire, I think.
no, the British Empire is disbanded. It could still be ruled by England, though.
It is ruled by England. That's what I'm saying. Again, it's part of the
Sorry,
UK.
Britain. But
We have
Canada's still loyal to the UK, I think. So yeah, I think there are
there
some
are
places.
three layers of this. The
Right, the
Commonwealth
Commonwealth.
is all the former nations of the British Empire, including Canada, the original dominions, aka Canada, South Africa, India, Australia, New Zealand, as well as some new colonies which gained their independence partially. Then we have territories owned by the UK still, such as Bermuda Island, and of course we have the Isle of Man and other territories like that. And then there's mainland Britain, which is Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. That's the three layers of it here. So Bermuda is a territory of the British, so it's technically still there.
Okay,
Anyway,
wow.
back onto that Bermuda Triangle video.
Yeah. About that video, a lot of people don't actually know this, but I was actually the person that found that video. I don't even remember how it happened. It just showed up on YouTube.
How? Bro?
I don't know.
Barely.
Well, I mean, sometimes I Google people's name. I might have Googled your name. I don't think I did. I might have.
I was actually there when you discovered it.
Yeah,
Wasn't
I think
Rob?
Theo was too, wasn't he?
It was Robert.
Yeah.
It was your birthday or something, and it was me, you, Theo, and Oliver. Right.
Oh, right.
And we
yeah.
were sitting in the living room.
Not Oliver from Sixth
and-
Form. Other Oliver.
Yeah, other Oliver, who won't be guest starring. We've requested. He's not coming on, unfortunately.
Sorry about the cut here. Robert had a visitor.
Me, Robert, Theo, and Oliver sitting around your living room, and you just go, "Hey, I just found something on YouTube," and then you show us all this video, and I mean, I didn't really know who you were at that point, Daniel, but obviously I know a bit more about you now, having attempted to record this video once already, and just being
Sorry,
in school.
Mikey, please. It was a bit upsetting because we didn't really get to upload it. You uploaded it to Twitch exclusive.
Yeah, there was some stuff that got mixed up. It's the reason I don't it's the reason I'm not responsible for the footage more often.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, I'm guessing if you were both playing together, then you, Daniel, you have an Xbox. Do you plan on? But anyway, do you plan on joining the Talkology SMP when it comes out?
It depends
I
on
did
whether
invite
I can
you.
find it.
Sorry?
It depends on whether I can find it or find a way to join it at least, because that part's kind of confusing.
It'll be Bedrock.
Okay,
so if you have
I
Minecraft
do have-
Bedrock.
Okay.
have PS4. I have a PS4.
That shouldn't be a problem, okay? I have this
I also have
this
my
YouTube
phone
video.
and a PC.
I have this YouTube video that I can send you. And it will tell you how to join it. But you should be able to join on, did you say a PC? Yeah, you should be able to join on.
Yeah, but it's really slow. It's a dead
Or-
PC, man.
You can join on whatever. And you don't have to necessarily, like, you could just come on and just walk around and just be on the SMP for the sake of being on it, just for fun. You don't actually have to do any sort of building or try to actually beat the game or anything. It's more of a casual platform just for the fun of it.
Yeah, that's what SMPs are for, I guess.
Actually, speaking
Yeah.
of the SMP, a few minutes ago, actually, Daniel joined the VC, and I had forgotten to leave it, and I was playing Minecraft at the time, practicing for the SMP a little bit.
Yeah.
Crazy that. Anyways, as I was saying, the Bermuda Triangle video was recorded at a time when I was much younger. I think it was still when I was living in the area in London. We lived in Greenford or Perivale, and I recorded it there. I was a weird kid at the time, much weirder than most people would think I was capable of, especially considering how people think of me at school and stuff. I'm one of those insane in the membrane, in the words of one familiar animator I watch on YouTube.
So I actually have a question, sort of relating, because you mentioned that you lived in London. So one thing that a lot of people are confused about, and if you don't sort of mind me asking, is where does your accent come from? Because I've definitely heard it sort of change over time a little bit, and like sort of sometimes you have a bit of an American twang. Where has that come from?
YouTube. It's all YouTube, mate.
Fair enough. Is that really everything? If it is, that's fine.
Yeah, that's the entire reason. Anyways, back to the video.
Okay. Yeah.
As you said, you're the ones who discovered it. Once people... I don't know how it got to the year 9, like, the lower years, as in my year.
Yeah, I didn't...
Although it spread amongst your friends, I don't know how it managed to get to my friends, because...
I
Possibly...
I didn't even send
Possibly
it.
some...
Sorry, Sam, you're glitching out quite a lot. You're you're lagging out. You're sounding like a robot a lot.
I wonder why.
This is fake Sam. I bet like the silent ones did this. I'm gonna edit that in.
Also, the who? The who? Hold on, I don't know. I don't
The
know what you're
law, Daniel. The law.
The law, mate.
The law.
Mate, I'm already head to toe in the sludge that is Alex Daniels
Sorry.
making lore for his Stickman series. God damn it!
Okay. Let's swiftly move on because we're gonna go down a rabbit hole that we really do not have the time
Yeah.
to go down. Yeah.
So tell
Because
us about your
well,
finest conspiracy theory.
My
sorry.
finest conspiracy theory. That is
Yes.
very well. I think it was the conspiracy theory of what actually happened to Princess Diana. As most people will know, Princess Diana died in a car accident. The main facts are that she was in love with a Muslim. I don't remember his name. I did research it, and I did remember it when we did the first recording. But now I forgot. And the driver of the car was drunk, and that was the reason for the accident. However, there are two main conspiracy theories surrounding this. One, that the murder was intentional, and two, the drunk driver was the reason for the crash, and he intentionally did it rather than just being drunk and not focusing. For the first theory, that it was intentional, Diana's engagement to the Muslim I talked about last time, if you can research who the Muslim was in your free time, that would be really useful. But the point was, she was engaged to this Muslim, and the royal family was not happy about it. So that provided one motive for why this might have been a murder rather than an accident. And two, the drunk driver, well, he was drunk. He probably would have been more likely to give in to demands to kill the princess on intention.
True.
Anyways, it was further supported. The first theory was further supported by the fact that the Muslim lover was involved in the car accident and had died alongside Princess Diana. Anyways, that's
Wait.
just one conspiracy theory. Have you come up with any others?
Wait, I've got a question on that one.
Yep.
Oh, what was it? Oh yeah. Is it strange that she was in a taxi in the first place? Because don't they usually have their own private drivers that drive them around because they're part of the royal family?
Yeah, that is curious as well. I think it was just because she didn't want to have a royal driver that time. Remember William. Remember that couple of the royal family. Remember that.
So if they were in this taxi that they're not normally in, that would make the probability of it being a random accident go down quite a lot, right?
Yeah, I think that might be the case.
So, oh my god, I've solved a conspiracy theory. I'm
Oh dear.
Herlock Sholmes right here. I read that book for a reason. I've read like 2 pages of it, but still.
Wait, what do you mean you read Sherlock Holmes? It's Sherlock Holmes.
I've read some of Herlock Sholmes.
Anyway, has anyone else brought a conspiracy theory for today?
Oh, okay. So
Maybe.
I'll talk about one that I've heard a couple of times, but kind of a common one that everyone sort of knows about, and that's the theory that Walt Disney froze himself, and he never died. He just froze himself cryogenically, so that he can later be revived. And
I haven't heard that before.
he created the film Frozen, right? So that whenever someone looks up Walt Disney Frozen, it comes up with the film, and not the fact that he's cryogenically frozen himself. What are your thoughts on this?
That sounds more like a meme than a conspiracy theory from First Here Again. I don't know if it's real or not, Sam.
First of all. Second of all, Sam, it is when you used to search the one reason why this conspiracy theory is somewhat widely supported is because of the fact that there is legit facts behind it. Because before the Frozen movie was announced for Disney, Whenever you searched up Disney Frozen, it would take you to that conspiracy theory that Walt Disney cryogenically froze himself. However, now when you search up Disney Frozen, it gives you the movie. Only when you search up Walt Disney Frozen, and this is your mistake, Sam. When you search up Walt Disney Frozen, it does still give you the conspiracy theory. However, when you search up Disney Frozen, that's the part where they hid it. It gives you the movie instead.
I'm thinking that, you know how Disney is kind of known a bit as a corrupt company in many ways. Well, not corrupt, but like you know they've done they've become a really big monopoly, all of that kind of thing. Involved in China in a lot of ways. I'm thinking even if Walt Disney was frozen, I think that. Do you think they might be trying to avoid attention to that by like disposing of the frozen Walt Disney? Because I don't think they'd want him back. They wouldn't want him back, would they?
But I wonder how he'll feel, because if you dump him, then that machine's probably gonna break, and would you look at that, Walt Disney is alive again.
Oh,
and
wait.
he's gonna be mad. Also,
Well,
Walt Disney is still alive theory? Oh.
So I've just looked up Walt Disney Frozen, and it does in fact come up with a BBC article, right? But
Ooh.
the BBC article doesn't actually give any sort of proof that this conspiracy isn't true. It just says, "Have you heard the rumor that following his death, Walt Disney was frozen?" The story goes back to that he was cryogenically frozen so that he could be brought back to life once the science had been developed, right? And it goes on to say that there are many variations of the conspiracy theory, but it never says that it's false. Also, one little bit that I forgot to mention is part of the theory is that it was possibly stored underneath the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, which is mildly terrifying. Because
I think someone on the ride just made that up. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, honestly, I would not be riding on top of that guy's grave.
Okay, guys. Just a quick disclaimer in the middle of the video. We don't actually necessarily believe these conspiracy theories. These are just ones we thought were interesting. Anyways, go on.
I was going to say, the reason that the BBC one doesn't say that it's false is because I think BBC are meant to give a balanced opinion, so they're not gonna say it's objectively true or objectively wrong. They're gonna leave that up.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Anyways, do you guys remember that meme that released earlier in 2020 where there was a video by Number Rock called Angle? And the funny thing about it is that when they discussed obtuse angles, part of the song, the guy just showed a massive you-know-what to the screen and shook it about like it was nothing. Do you know the meme? The angles guy meme.
I have not heard that, no.
I'm looking it up, but I don't see
Number Rock angles meme.
I remember
Number Rock angles meme. Okay.
once William tried to say obese and said obtuse, and it was the funniest thing ever. But other than that, I don't know anything about this.
It's not that popular, but one of the funny things is that, this is a kids company too. It was animated by a popular YouTuber animator.
Oh, it was animated. I thought it was like an actual guy there.
No, it was an animation. And I can hear it!
So can I.
Is that the right one?
Yes, I can hear the music. Can you hear the
I'm going
music?
to turn it down and watch it myself. And then I'll link the video in the description.
Yes. Basically, one of the shocking things is that later on, the animator Rebecca Perrin went on Twitter and she said, "Yes, Your Honor, I did create this meme." No, the reason why I was surprised is because when I first watched the actual meme video, I instantly recognized that as Rebecca because at the end of the video, Numberrock themselves stated that she animated it. They said, "Let me explain studios" at the end, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man! Why did you guys not watch till the end? So many people didn't know it was her, even though it directly stated it.
Bruh.
This is an interesting conspiracy theory so far.
This is a meme more like less like a conspiracy theory, more than a meme, because I couldn't come up with any other conspiracy theories.
Okay. Well, how about we discuss some of the most popular and dumbest conspiracy theories out there?
Alright.
Elvis Presley is still alive.
First off, no, we'll do that. We can do that one next week.
No,
We can
next
do that next
time we
week.
discuss that. And I'm not even going to
Alright.
be there for that one. Discuss that with someone else.
Right.
He's hiding.
The Earth is flat. do we
It's been
think?
scientifically proven to be wrong multiple times, and yet people still think it.
Prove it.
However, there is one interesting thing.
What?
The Earth is smooth.
What do you mean?
You know Mount Everest?
Yeah.
You know the Mariana Trench? Deepest and highest points on Earth? That's nothing compared to how big the Earth is. In fact, one of the funniest things is that if you shrank Earth down to
no, I
the
know what
size,
he means. I know what he means.
if you shrank Earth down to the size of the balls used in snooker or pool or billiards, whatever you call it, it would be much
You saw
smoother
that.
than that ball.
You stole that from Neil deGrasse Tyson. I know because I've seen the clip.
Wait, did Neil deGrasse Tyson actually say that?
Yes, Neil deGrasse Tyson has said this in an interview. He said if you shrink the Earth to the size of a pool ball or a ping pong ball, then it would be smoother than a pool ball.
That's quite
First of
cool.
all, I do not even know who he is. I just know he's a science man.
Bill Nye,
Okay.
the science guy.
Bill Nye, Bill Nye the Science
Let's
Eye,
move-
because
let's-
I watched Gravity Falls.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
What other things
I was
can you think
about to
of?
say about something. Oh yeah, Daniel, just for fun, can you prove that the Earth is round? Because I was arguing with an AI about this for ages, and I now know basically all the points for the other side.
Basically, one of the Earth is round because one of the interesting things is that rather than a ship just getting smaller as it departed the horizon, it would basically vanish from the bottom first, and the top would vanish last
That's because
of the way the Earth is shaped.
No, that's actually just because the gravity that's going inwards to the flat Earth, as you get further away, it distorts the light a bit, so it looks like it's just fading, but it's actually not. It's just the air
That
in
is
between
very
you.
wrong
It's the
in
air in
physics.
between you.
I don't know how light can be affected by the force of gravity, so no, that is very
Sorry,
wrong.
not the gravity. I don't know why I said gravity, but you know, like the air in between, it slowly distorts it. It fades away, right?
The air in between.
That was not
is
the argument I thought you were going to lead with. There are many more expected ones than that.
So the main argument is that we can go to space. Going to space would be significantly harder, if not impossible, if we lived on a flat Earth.
NASA went to
'Cause
space. They're run by the government. The government told us the Earth is round. Indoctrination.
Also, do you know how the moon has phases? Those phases are curved. If
That's-
the Earth were flat, they would not be curved. The shadow on the moon would not be curved.
That's a good one. That's a good proof.
Is that true? Wait, is
Yes,
is
it
the
is
shadow
true.
on the moon like from the Earth? I didn't know that.
Yes, because part of the moon is hidden behind the Earth.
Right. Okay.
Or
You know you're doing a much better job than I did trying to prove the Earth is round. I'll give you that much.
man, I've seen it all.
Speaking
I
of
was the first. I have seen everything.
I am Steve.
The Minecraft movie can be skipped. I solved it.
Let it marinate. Let it marinate.
what?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Robert. What the hell?
What is that?
Do you
Anyway,
not know what
I
marinate is? Do you not... Okay,
I
you know what?
marinate is.
I know what
I
the
know
word
what
marinate
marinate is.
means. I think.
I know what marinade is, but I don't know what the hell let it marinate means in this context.
If you marinate
It-
something, I think you leave it in water. I'm pretty sure.
You leave it in something to season it, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
so I
yes.
was essentially saying, let the comment sink in, let it cook, let it become seasoned.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
I don't know how
Let
we're
it
supposed to know that's what you meant.
Let it sink.
Let's
You
That
could have
think
think
said sink in instead of marinate,
That's
but alright.
with Talkology, official collaboration. Lol.
Oh, also, speaking of the AI,
Sorry.
it's gonna,
Okay.
it's gonna come on in a future episode. I think it's called Tom Talks.
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
until next year, probably.
Probably, yeah. But
Okay.
building the hype early. Anyway,
True that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Moonland.
moon landing.
The moon landing is fake.
True or false?
Yep, it's fake. They just photoshopped it. They made it like a clay
First of
ball.
all,
That's why
even
they
if-
tell you the moon is grey when you can see it's clearly white.
Okay.
They made a
guys,
clay ball
Yeah.
and then they put models on it.
Hear me out. The only I hate that conspiracy theory so much because the only true way to prove that they faked the moon landing, right, is like the only way to prove that we can go to the moon is by being on the rocket that goes to the moon yourself, right? Any other way you could just say, "Oh, they faked it." Any other way you could just say, "Oh, it's special effects."
I think there's actually one big evidence that proves that the moon landing itself was fake, but the mission to the moon was real, but it failed. Because Apollo 10
okay,
was the
Go on.
Apollo 10 is the unspoken failure that preceded the famous Apollo 11. Apollo 10 had the same mission, but it failed, and so they never released it. So my theory suggests that if Apollo 10 failed, then there was a likely chance Apollo 11 did the same, but since they were already too embarrassed to show Apollo 10, they decided instead to fake the landing on the moon and keep the rest of it real.
I'm not even gonna. Normally, I would say that they probably did just land on the moon because common sense. But I think, if you think about the time period, it was like around the arms race. They were trying to outdo each other, and America hadn't gotten anywhere. If Apollo 10 failed, then they could totally have just gone, yeah, we did it. There was an Apollo 11, even if there never was an Apollo 11, right? They could totally do that. So I can't really prove either way, I guess, because that is definitely something America would do. Like,
That's what I hate about the conspiracy theories.
but if there have
To
been
be
multiple
honest-
moon landings and they've all found the same things as the first one, then the first one's probably true. I think there have been multiple, haven't there?
There's just one sort of comment that I have to just to get out there. Not necessarily a conspiracy theory, but this is also something that Neil deGrasse
hot
Tyson
take.
has said. And I watch a lot of clips from interviews with him because he's a very interesting guy, right? But he said essentially what we need to establish any sort of civilization on Mars is we need another space race. Because the only way that America is going to be enough of like motivated enough to like actually try and go to Mars and establish human life on Mars, the only way they're going to get that motivation is through saying, "Ah, Russia are better than you. You need to prove that you're better than Russia."
But we don't need that because we've
it's
got Musk, right? Can't Musk just go there anyway?
Musk is
Yeah,
in the
but,
U.S.
like,
government, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
I've heard about that, but I don't.
Okay,
Is he?
hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. So yes, Musk is in the government, right?
What role does he have?
We can get back to that later. We can get back to that later because I don't know what
I'm
role
just
he
curious
is,
about
right?
that.
Musk, like, no matter how rich he is, he needs funding and permission from the government to do sort of what he wants to try and establish human life on Mars, right? And the only way he is going to like get permission and stuff to do that is if there's some sort of space race, and the government believe that it would be in America's best interest to go on that mission.
I don't
That's
think
the
that
only
they
way.
would stop him because it's like it's not going to be negative in any way, is it? Like it's just if it works, yay, America's great. If it doesn't work, oh my God, Musk's a failure. Like
If it doesn't work, like think about like if there's like a massive explosion or something, that could cost like a lot, and that's why sort of he needs permission to do it and stuff.
right,
Like
but
yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't have.
you said he doesn't have all the
As
funding,
many as
but
he has, he needs a lot of it.
I think I heard somewhere that so far he's not only been doing SpaceX, but he's been turning a profit somehow from doing SpaceX. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard that before.
1 second. I'm just looking up Elon Musk's role in government.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering what that is. He would, I think, in my opinion, he would make a pretty good president of the US in the future. I reckon. I can see him as president. I can't lie.
I can see him as president, but I'm not necessarily saying that I believe he should be president. I just think his sort of personality fits the role.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So his new job title is he is the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, or efficiency czar, as the BBC have said.
Efficiency Dar? What's Dar?
No, Tsar, like the Russian king. Tsar.
Why is he the Tsar?
I think
Why is he the
basically
Tsar
what
of
they mean
efficiency?
by government efficiency is basically he's like silent workhorse in Hoi 4. He's like a silent workhorse, which I thought he was going to be put into R&D or into the U.S. Government agency for space tech or something. I didn't expect him to be involved in anti-corruption and political power things.
I mean, if he's in the efficiency role, I don't really know what that is, but it sounds like they're trying to make something efficient, and didn't he like get I think that he tends to, from what I remember with the whole Twitter thing, didn't he get a lot of the workers to work hard or something, and they work like 20-hour days or something like that.
Fired all of the
Oh, by
workers
the way,
who
my battery's about to run out, so we're gonna have to finish soon.
Oh,
That's
right,
okay. That's okay now.
Okay, do we have any more?
I'm sorry, man. I forgot to charge my phone.
That's
No
fine.
problem.
That's fine. What phone do you have? By the way?
And Samsung S9. It's my sister's old one.
Oh,
Fair enough.
nice.
My phone's probably worse.
Anyway,
Anyways, Daniel, is there anything specifically that you want to talk about that we haven't yet spoken about?
nah, I think that's all we need to cover. What did you do to your camera?
Me?
Yeah, something happened to your camera. I
Yeah,
think.
look, the red green went up for a second. I think. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Am I fine
Yeah.
now?
You're fine now. Yeah.
Yes. you're fine.
Okay. Good.
For a second, it
Anyway,
did a
this
funny
was
RGB
Talkology.
split thing. What did you say?
Anyways, this is Talkology. We have talked, and
We
Dan
have
Diamond.
spook. Continue. I didn't
Please
mean to,
make
I
sure
didn't
to
mean to
check
stop
out
you.
my challenge, and please check out my channel and subscribe to the boys' channel. Please give this video as many views as it can get, and like it if you genuinely enjoyed our talks.
Like it anyway.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to sign it out. Bye.
Bye.
Daniel.
Very much.